Glaciers around the world are melting, and the United Nations has declared 2025 the year of glacier preservation. One area where these changes are particularly evident is the Canadian Rockies. This region serves as a vital freshwater source for millions of people and boasts a uniquely stunning ecosystem. CBS News climate correspondent Dave Malkoff recently visited the area.
Look at that view. That's incredible, right? Just beyond these rugged peaks in Jasper National Park is the only place in North America where you can literally drive onto a glacier. Yeah, it's really neat. I mean, you can see the tongue of the glacier coming down there. It looks like it's pretty close, but that may be actually way further away than it looks.
All right, now is this everyone's first time on one of these tours?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
This is the Ice Bus. From May to October, its oversized tires grip into the ancient ice of the Athabasca Glacier.
Some of these crevasses descend the full 200 meters or about 600 feet.
The buses deposit adventurous travelers at the glacier's edge to marvel at the otherworldly landscape.
Welcome, everybody.
But we are not here to take a touristy photo. No, we are headed to a science station way beyond the safety ropes.
The only way we can get here is by following our leader, Dr. John Pomeroy. Let's go meet him.
Pomeroy has spent decades studying this glacier and others like it.
This has changed a lot since even July. So in terms of safety, a few things. Glacier's never safe. There'll be areas where there are crevasses and areas where there's moulins, mill holes that either one of them, if you slide into it, can lead you into the ice, and then we'd have to get Parks Canada to come rescue you with the ropes.
Glaciers are thousands of years of snow all compacted together. Immense, slow-moving flows of ice that carve their way through the landscape.
Now I have to figure out how to get us across what I call the Grand Canyon here. It's a long crevasse, and it's snow-covered,
making it harder to see what's underneath.
So don't walk on this.
The Athabasca Glacier is just part of the bright white Columbia ice field. But as we walked closer, we kept seeing these black spots.
It's dark and it's melting faster than the rest of the ice.
Everything from wildfires this summer to chimney exhaust has doomed this human connection to the last ice age.
You see the soot. It's everywhere in here.
The darker it is, the faster it melts?
Yes, yeah. So normal clean ice will be reflecting about 30% of the sun's energy. It hits it. But when it gets dark like this, it's reflecting only about 15%. And by contrast, fresh snow is reflecting 90% of the energy hitting it. Okay, here we are, home sweet home.
We are finally at the weather station perched on the glacier itself to see evidence of that firsthand.
So here we're measuring the melt rate of the glacier. We're measuring the energy flows into the ice from solar radiation and thermal heat from the atmosphere. We're also measuring the accumulation of snow and how it blows off the ice. But the big thing is the ice melt rate here. We're seeing 7 to 8 meters, so 21 to 28 feet of downward melt per year of ice here, and that's releasing a tremendous amount of water. But it also means this glacier is on the way out.
What is this black tape here?
Well, we put that tape to mark the height of the ice after we drilled in the pool here.
And that was like months ago or a year ago?
2 weeks ago. And this is the cold time of year, so this melted this much in just 2 weeks. Most of that occurred in 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week ago, it was up to nearly right here. Here's a photo of the Athabasca Glacier taken 86 years ago, and here it is today, starkly revealing the toll our warming climate has taken. See that little parking lot back there? That's where the glacier used to be in 1980. Now it's all the way over there, not only pushing back, but also melting down. Why is that a problem? Well, for one thing, Professor Pomeroy tells us no matter where you live in the world, whether it's the Nile River, the Sahara Desert, the Great Lakes, or the Mississippi, Without snowpack melts, there is no fresh water supply.
If you're in Washington State or Oregon or Idaho, then the Columbia River that supports the agriculture in the cities of those states comes from here. This is the source of it.
Is it hard for you to know so much about this?
Well, we've been calling it a crisis for some time, and not much has been happening. The crisis is getting worse, and for this glacier, it's mostly irreversible now. We need to be able to slow this down enough so we can change how we manage water so we can keep going.
And the only way to do that is a worldwide gut check, cutting down on planet heating fuels. Wherever you are, a glacier is helping to cool your world. It's the planet's freezer, defrosting faster every year. For CBS Saturday Morning, Dave Malkoff on the Athabasca Glacier, Alberta.
Gut check for real.
Yeah.
I mean, and here's to Dr. John. Without people like him, we wouldn't be able to glean this because it's a dangerous operation.
Yeah, I think if there's the moment, I think you and I had the same reaction, and everybody probably watching. You see that line on that pole, and that's a couple weeks, and really a week. Again, if you don't believe, there's that moment, and now can't reverse it. Can't reverse it either.
Cannot reverse it.
Only slow it. What a great reporting there by Dave Malkoff. And by the way, he actually has a virtual reality tour that you can take with him of the glacier. It's on our social posts. So if people want to go and look for those, put on your VR goggles, another look at it. Interesting way to